is going to be a time that's going to be restorative, reflective and nourishing for yourselves individually and collectively. We're going to be working around a metaphor known as the tree of life, where we will use metaphors from ecology of the tree to explore the things that sustain us in this process.
Start off. The invitation is going to be to find a pair, just to sit with somebody else and take 10 minutes each, using the tree and telling some kind of a story about your commitment to activism, commitment to climate work, commitment to regenerative culture, whatever the theme that you would like, and then to use the metaphors as a way to share that story. So the roots. The roots is about our ancestry, our culture, our spirituality, the influences that have shaped us. The ground is your life today, where you live, the land that you meet on, the activities you're involved with, the organisations and social movements you're connected to. The trunk is about the values, skills, talents, strengths and commitments that you bring. Your branches are your hopes, dreams, commitments and wishes for the future. The leaves are the significant relationships in your life that contribute to you caring for the world in the way that you do and your interest in contributing. The fruits are the legacies and gifts you have received from others that have shaped and informed who you are. And the flowers are the gifts and legacies you wish to leave for others. And if you want, you might want to add some birds, and the birds being the meaning of participating with Spring Rebellion. Or if you were someone who witnessed Spring Rebellion, the birds might be the meaning and values and connections to Spring Rebellion as a way to bring that in as well. Let's gather back together again. How was that to have the conversations? How was that to share? How was that to witness? How was that to work with the metaphor, those questions? How was that for you?
We didn't really try to work through it systematically, but when we started at the roots, the rest just, now that I look at the sort of categories that you've got, it just grew naturally, like from the roots. So yeah, it's a great tool.
I found that it's like a timeline and it goes from past to future, and it's basically like saying, in a climate context, what's your life story? Go. I found it really nice to hear that we're all here in a common place, but we've all come from completely different places.
When we come back, it'll be an opportunity to create your own trees. You might want to actually draw a tree, you might want your words to create the shape of the tree, it doesn't matter. Something that's going to be your tree. And then fill in right in your tree or draw in your tree ways within your own experience that talk to your roots and lineage, your skills and knowledges and visions and hopes and the gifts you've received and the legacy that you want to receive. So it'll be your chance to create a tree and to write your own story into the tree.
So is there anybody who would like to share the story of your tree?
I haven't written any words on it, and it's way not complete. But I realised as I was doing it how profound that influence of my childhood was. And the values that my mum and dad gave me. We grew up a lot of that time by the beach. So that the underpinning of my tree is this connection with nature, and the connection is like a heart connection, which is the legacy that I would like to give.
I had two things. I had a way, so I kind of spoke about this with Helen, and that was going into education. And then the second thing which I kind of thought of was a person that they can come back to, and also just a friend. Might be two things that I want to give.
What you want to leave behind sounds pretty achievable in a really positive way, as in it's very much in your power to provide that friendship and be that person. And it highlighted to me that I'm still someone who very much goes on sort of the opposite end, which I don't think is helpful to me in a regenerative sense.
There are no boundaries, that everything is energetic, everything is connected. I've been reading about soil lately and oh my goodness, the relationships, the chemical and intelligent relationships that are going on. It's just, everything's connected. There's no, I cannot connect in fact with the tree with lines on. I find that so false and isolating, whereas this is the whole thing about who we are, is we are the tree is us. We're not a separate entity, we're not the centre of it, we're not separate. There are no,
It gives you no solace.
yes, it's not up to me. I'm not holding it up.
That we don't just have to do it all on our own. We can support each other to look after ourselves and each other. So it's moving once again towards that idea of collective care. And it's a key principle of regenerative activism.
I was thinking we could use this opportunity to connect and create an affinity group. And in XR, an affinity group is basically a group of people with a common cause collect together to do things. And so I wrote a poem. It says, in the most grandiose sense, being an activist is much like being a tree. Dying with the soil is what you see. A helper of change is what you want to be. Though in the process, you'll lose some of your leaves. But like a tree, your leaves regrow, and with some care, you'll surely glow, because you cannot do this on your own. After all, the forest floor is your home. So put your nutrients into your toil, for the ones whose lack presents turmoil, and watch as their branches uncoil to drop their seeds into the soil. Your health may dwindle when you're in overdrive, so sharing is ultimately how the forest thrives. Just like the forest, it's the people together that thrive, and be proud to say that they are alive.